EOM Business Network. So much for one broadcast.
Hello everyone, it's a beautiful day to you and thank you very much for joining us. You're watching the EOM Business Network, indeed the voice of corporate Nigeria. I am Olorogo Elkanah Mowari. Today on the program, as always, our focus is on the Nigerian economy. We shall be speaking with select industry operators about their businesses, the operating environment, and other related issues. Also, the lineup is Let's Talk, and our focus is on Alpha Mid Facilities Limited, a member of the Alpha Mid Group, a frontline real estate group in Africa, and Elanoris Real Estate Limited, a notable real estate firm in Nigeria. On Spot On, we shall bring you a young, delectable, and insightful industry operator, Ms. Christiana Abosede Oladele, who is the head of marketing, King Shipping Trading Maritime Services Limited, one of the fastest growing maritime services solutions providers in Africa. And on the face-to-face, we shall continue our conversation with a versatile, audacious, and goal-getting industry captain, Adekunle Abdul, who is the Group Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Metro and Castle Limited, a leading real estate firm in Africa. It's a package you can't afford to miss. Stay with us. Research reports have shown that any country that desires capacity and quality to enhance productivity for economic growth and development must give adequate attention to human capital. Miron Navisky is the managing director of AA Rescue.
Well, it started in actually in 2003, is it? And actually our prime focus is giving comfort and removing distress and protecting the Nigerian populace by providing prompt emergency roadside assistance. This is what I'm saying, AA Rescue. This is how we started. Now, we are just multiplying the products. I think, I will not lie, a lot of percentage in our income now is vehicle intercity haulage. We have more than trucks, which is, they are multi-loaders. Is it 4 loaders, 5 loaders, 6 loaders, 7 loaders? If somebody need to move from Apapa to Benin or Akwaebo or Kano, then you are calling us. You are doing with our products a lot of things. When I was talking with Executive Chairman, His Royal Highness Antonio Febo, who is actually started everything, and he is doing really good impact in his own company, and also with the board, which I'm always want to thank them that give me opportunity. 2019, they hear my voice, how to go forward, how we want to do. We want to establish also a rescue in other countries surrounding us. This is so-called our also vision. But first, what we need to do, definitely after election, because we need to follow the trend as it in Nigeria. Each 4 years, we will wait for the election, then we will start spreading it. Yeah. Vehicle recovery and rescue services. This is how we started. If something happened, you will see our yellow truck with the air rescue. We are 24/7 service. What does it mean? Whenever it happens, we are around. We are around here in Lagos for the air rescue service, in Abuja and Port Harcourt. Even if you are stranded somewhere else, we can help you.
Ogenerio Day is the lead marketing Elanoris Real Estate Limited.
So depending on the property, depending on the location, depending on what you want to use the property for, will determine the questions you want to ask. For someone who wants to want a place where they can stay, you obviously be asking questions differently from someone who wants to build a factory. And for someone who wants a place where they can do business, so the factors differ. So yes, we do consultancy. For every customer we get to meet, we first advise you to make the right decisions, because we've met people who want a particular project, but it's not actually what they want. We advise them, say, go for this. And sometimes some people, they actually did not want to buy from us. They ended up buying from us because they got the right advice. it's not a challenge. We have a good and fair relationship with stakeholders, and it has been beneficial. And we have emphasized the need for right documentation, and we always see to it in whatever form, whatever time to take. And if across all our projects we have the right document, and that's why we're emphasizing to other developers to also get right documentation, and the government should make it easy for people to get that too. We do CSR not like the usual style. We have paid particular attention to giving back to not just the community, but to those people we think needs help in varying form, cash gifts, household items. But as a company, we've chosen not to be so upfront about it, because it's a commitment for us to them, to God. So it's between us and God. So no filming, no marketing around it, because we don't think it's a right marketing strategy to use a less privileged man to do your business. But irrespective, we've been heavy on it periodically, once every 2 months or 3 months. We go out, share things with them, give back to them, celebrate them, put a smile on their face. The goal is actually to make someone smile out of the heavy work that we have done, because it is satisfying to see that the fruit of my labor can make someone else smile. For anyone who have come to our offices, you see that we are mostly millennials. So, and training and development in any form had been key for us, and is still key for us. So, from taking people to external trainings, then bringing external facilitators to our space, and then those who have been trained, train others. So nobody who have stepped their foot or who have come in contact with the brand, you won't say you didn't meet a person of quality. So from the least person, who we don't consider anybody to be least, can actually testify that they have transitioned from the person they were when they joined the brand. So that's basically it. It's key external trainings, internal trainings. We have been heavy on it.
An exclusive paradise functions like a dream and satisfies all my needs for a luxurious lifestyle, with a family I would always care for by giving them the best in a home. I open my eyes every day looking forward to an ambience, with fresh air and top-quality facilities in a high-class neighborhood, nestled in the most desired residential community along the Lagos mainland corridor. From stretching to cooling or a walk in the park, all of these I have found only in the Creekstone by Elin Oris Real Estate, which I would always cherish. You too can find solace in the Creekstone, Arepo, a place to be. Kindly speak with any of our representatives for more information.
AA Rescue. AA Rescue. Call us now. Wale Olufore is the Managing Director of AlphaMid Facilities, a member of the AlphaMid Group.
The award just speaks volume to what we stand for, that the men and women who wake up in the morning, dress up and show up at the different sites where we operate have not been working in vain. It is recognition, that we appreciate. Good work deserves recognition, and that award has just done that. It means a lot to us. It means there are some things we are doing right. It doesn't mean we are not without faults, but it means as we continue to experience and innovate, we are touching where it matters, and onlookers and customers who have the time and space to evaluate us at times like this have been able to give us some credible pass marks. So it's not effort in vain. This company from the start was meant to take care of real estate solutions needs. Nigerians, being who we are, if it is not broken, you don't fix it. But we have brought to the space a maintenance culture where we align everything we do with global best practice. So the background to it is the need to meet the needs of the various individuals or corporate bodies who work in offices, corporate buildings and residencies, real estate. Because the real estate space itself, whether it's corporate or residential or even commercial, it must breathe life for you to inhabit it and be productive. So that is what Alpha Meat stands for. So when Alpha Meat set out, it was to say, let's bridge the gap. We don't want to do break and fix. We want to maintain in line with global best practice. So Alpha Meat kicked off with about 4 staff, and today we have over 1,000, across the continent of Africa. So, and when we set out, we knew what we wanted because of our vision to be a global player, at least within the African context. So, what do we need to do? We need to look for something that would be like the Bible that guides us. And what was that? Our quality management system. We sought and we were the first facility management company solely owned by Nigerians that got the ISO certification in quality management system. It was not by SON, it was from Bureau Veritas, the UK accreditation and the US accreditation. But the US accreditation service has left us and has exited Nigeria. So, but we are still maintaining the UK accreditation system. So, and that puts us in the minds of all the multinationals that we pitch to and we have been able to work with till today. So we have now expanded from being a local Nigerian company to be a Pan-African company, because we are actually present in about 13 African countries, from the north, the east, from West Africa to Central Africa, East Africa, we are there. In terms of vision and mission, we set out to say we want to be one of the top 3 in the world, but then we'll start within our space, within Nigeria, then grow to become a Pan-African company, and from there on, with life in us, we are able to even expand beyond the shores of Africa, and we are already on that trajectory, because beyond Africa, we are now in Dubai as well. So, and we are hoping that we will get many more opportunities to serve even in Europe and the Americas.
King Shipping Trading Maritime Services Limited is a global maritime services provider with 11 physical branches all over West Africa. We provide services to ship owners and our customers in West Africa. Our head office is at number 27 Corporate Road, Apapa, Lagos. Our services are ship chandling, shipping agencies, husbandry services, underwater supply, bunker services, diesel supplies, and logistics. We're also members of the following organizations: IMPA, NIMASA, WCA, JC Trans, ISSA, Lloyd's Register, ISO, ShipServe, and IMO. For more information, please visit our website at www.kingshippingtrading.com.
Miss Christiana Abosede Oladile is the young, delectable, and insightful head of marketing, King Shipping Trading Maritime Services Limited.
King Shipping Trading Maritime Services Limited is a global maritime service provider within the region of West Africa and some parts of Asia, with our head office situated in Apapa, that is 27 Corporate Road, Apapa, Lagos. We have our branches within the region of West Africa, Republic of Benin, Cameroon, Senegal, Ivory Coast, Togo, Bangladesh, India, Singapore, Dubai, and Brazil. And we are also members of the following association: IMPA, NEMASA, ISA, SHIPVER, etc. At King Shipping Trading Maritime Services Limited, our mission is to create value for our customers and other stakeholders, also our investors, while our vision is to be a leader and a recognized leading shipping service provider globally. Our services are stated as follows. We are into ship chandling, shipping agency, bunker supply, oil and gas, underwater services, freight, vessel chartering, etc. Also, we are into logistics and investments. I would start with the investment aspect. With King Shipping Trading Maritime Service Provider, we have an investment sector which is very, very juicy. What do I mean by saying juicy? It's because we give a competitive ROI, that is return on investment, to all our investors. Now, with a minimum of 1 million naira, you invest with King Shipping Trading Maritime Services and you get your 3% ROI paid into your account at the end of each month. Now, we also have a planned time frame for this investment sector. We have 6 months duration, we have 24 months duration, we have 18 months duration, etc. Just as the investors want his or her money to be with the company, more or less like a fixed deposit. Talking about the projects, King Shipping is a mother company and we have our sister companies. We have the Harmony Industries, which entails the agricultural aspect of the business, under which we have Harmony Rice, we have Harmony Beans, we have Harmony Gari, and we also have Laura Honey. And now we also have the King and King's Beauty. Under the King and King's Beauty, that is where we have our hair products. We deal into cosmetics, hair, etc. Now, the one that is top-notch, which we are just introduced to our stakeholders, our investors, and to the community at large, is the King's Building. Now, with King's Building, we are kickstarting presently in the northern part of the country, starting with Abuja. Now, with King's Building, we tend to give back to the society. That is to make a common man a landlord or a house owner, be it male or female. A lot of workers, entrepreneurs are not able to grab this opportunity or cannot really afford. So we actually, presently we came up with a scheme that can actually help entrepreneurs, that can actually help salary workers, you know, to afford them that luxury life.
Metro and Castle, welcome to our world. Metro and Castle, call us now on our premium numbers. Metro and Castle, the real estate company. This is Alphamid Facilities Limited, a member of the Alphamid Group. Strategic Facilities Management, On-Site Facilities Management, outsourcing business solution, training services, and more. Alphamid Facilities Limited. Call us now. Adekunle Abdul is the visionary, audacious, and result-oriented Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Metro and Castle Limited.
The integrity of the brand is our priority, and people always need houses. So when they make reference or they ask questions, we always want Metro and Castle to be at the forefront of real estate. So we have people in diaspora. Over 50% of our clientele are in diaspora. They like what they see. I mean, I can tell you an average person in diaspora doesn't want to come and have to deal with security and generator. They have to pull generator, start generator, buy diesel, all the headache that comes with that. We've solved practically all that problem for them. They don't want to go too far to shop, which is part of our marketing gimmick. We tell them we have retail stores here. They don't want to go too far to play ball. We have a football arena here. They don't want to go too far to gym. There's a gym right there in your court. They don't want to go too far for anything. If you can get 80% of your basic needs within your environment, I think the environment itself will sell itself. So that's where we are right now. And, so it's a 50% offshore diasporans and 50% of our people here. Community development is not a one-man job. You don't pioneer community development by yourself. It's a community, so you have to respect everybody's decisions. Everybody has their own unique ideas. Everybody wants to contribute. So you have to be a man of the people, generally, to be able to do anything community. So Metro Homes is in a community called Atlantic Layout Estates. It's a combination of multiple estates. You have Eden Garden, Lekki Garden, Phase 4, Phase 5, Metro Homes, Atlantic Nominee, Lekki Atlantic at the back, lots of estates here. So my goal first was to bring everybody together. I mean, you are your neighbor's keeper, as they say. What affects me will definitely affect you. So I was able to paint a picture of, the vision we should be looking at for the environment. It was pretty difficult because everybody had their own mindset, and the first impression is maybe I have a personal agenda, an idea. So I took the initiative and put a gate out there. I always think an event had to take place before everybody would come together and be like, So luckily people's wives passed the highway, there was crowd and everybody was afraid. So it now became, maybe we should go back to this idea this guy brought, So they approached us, we came back to the office. I told them the gate was not for personal use, The gate was for protection. This was just before NSAS. I remember, just before NSAS. So, and we said, okay, how do we fund it? I already had all those plans on ground, obviously. So I just needed them to come to the table. So when it came to that, I said it's self-funded. I had a CCTV monitoring how many trucks came in. It's a developing area. Every truck had an amount they will pay, all this kind of stuff. So we coined that out, and they saw that the revenue was high. It could take care of all the security outfits out there. So it was just one of the things on the agenda of building the community. I'm just trying to paint a picture of how the community became what it is today. Also, issues of petty thieves here and there was based on Okada. Thank God the Lagos State has banned the Okada now, but before they banned, we had already banned Okada moving in the axis. It's the easiest way for criminal activities to take place and for them to move. So we banned Okada. We now made the residents themselves invest in the transportation. So they bought Keke Marwas, bought the small buses, we branded them. You have a license, you can't operate here without a proper license. So if your driver misbehaves or gets caught, we know where to go. We just need his truck number, his bus number. We know the house to go to within the residents of the estate. And then, so many other things. During COVID, there was need for hospitals, so we are signing an agreement with a particular hospital now that will come and provide a clinic for the environment. So I think everybody began to see the need to come together. Now we generate revenue together. We have a central account. Everything is very organized now. You understand? The community value, obviously, is springing up. I think when I got here in 2018, I bought the first land for 12 million naira. And the same land now is about 50 million, 48, 50 in 3 years. So if you build a community well, I'm sure that everybody gets value for their money and things, get better. Not exactly how it sounds, obviously. It doesn't make you a tenant. It's the difference between regular estates and serviced estates. It's your choice, really. When you see something is serviced, it means it's coming with a lot of amenities. And before you key into such things, you should ask questions. You don't expect us to operate gyms for free. Neither do you expect us to operate swimming pool for free. All these things cost money and they are maintained. So out here in Metro and Castle, it's the decision of the estate, really. If an estate feels that they're not getting value for their money, they can come forth, and let us know. But everything comes at a cost. You have mobile men, armed men, you have legionnaires armed, you have regular security guards, you have patrol vehicles, left, right, centers. All these things are things that cost money to implement. The environment is getting better, and we hope it gets to the level where everybody feels secure and we don't need to pay for these things. That's the truth of the matter. So these things come at a cost. We must understand it's not necessarily the developer's fault. We have to generate our own water. We have to generate our own roads in most cases. I can see the government doing a lot of construction now. Things are really getting better than the way they used to be. But we had to do these things ourselves. Especially where I studied and I have my experience from. Those things were already there. You understand? The government wouldn't even approve any form of construction where there's no road. You get what I'm saying? Even things as much as shopping mall is positioned, schools, shopping malls, hospitals, government done, the government built. The ones before private investors come in, government would have done all those things. You can have a community, you have a clinic. But it's not the case here particularly, So these things are born out of the need to make you more comfortable. So here, the transparency has been important in our dealings.
Nigeria, happy Independence Day anniversary from EOM Business Network. And that's about it on today's package of the EOM Business Network. Thank you very much for spending your valued time with us. We do not take it for granted. We only hope it was worth your while. Our deep gratitude to our sponsors for your continued interest and support. Always remember, with you and us, we are champs. Always join us on any of our other feedback portals, as you can see on the screen. I remain Olorogo Elkanah Moware. See you same time, same channel next week.